What makes a monster? That's a question that lies behind 1931's Frankenstein. And the answer is really not as simple as most viewers might think, because the monster is not necessarily the creation, the creature that Frankenstein creates. In 1931, seeking to expand their franchise that they created with Dracula, Universal released Frankenstein. The star of the movie was Colin Clive and Dwight Fry. Colin Clive played Henry Frankenstein, the doctor, the creator, and Dwight Fry, reprising kind of the freaky role that he did in Dracula, played Fritz, the doctor's assistant. The monster was uncredited for the most part until the end of the movie. The opening credits sequence shows like the monster ? The monster was an English actor named William Pratt, better known to us now as Boris Karloff. And I think he took that name because he had an agent who thought a Russian name would be better than an English name. Mainly since he had come to Hollywood, Karloff had played in westerns, mainly being the bad guy. The role in Frankenstein made him a household name, where he played the monster. Karloff's monster isn't really a monster. He's what you get when you let a small child loose without guidance and without love. And that's what sets his portrayal of Frankenstein apart from all the others, and really apart from the novel. It's one of the great roles and one of the great acting parts in any horror movie ever. A lot of emphasis placed on the use of the wrong brain, the use of a criminal brain to make the monster, or to make the creature. But that's not really what went wrong. What went wrong is the way they all treat the creation afterwards. Frankenstein, the doctor, seems disappointed and he tries to separate himself from his creation. He leaves and just abandons what he did and goes back to his family and his fiancée, leaving his mentor, Dr. Walden, to kill the creation. When the doctor tries to do that is when the creation breaks free and does at that point kill Walden, or Waldman. It's really an act of self-defense, in the same way that the assistant Fritz tortures the monster and creates endless problems. And when the creation just kills Fritz, it's only in self-defense. It's only because Fritz has been so bad and so evil to him. So he breaks loose. When he breaks loose, the major tragedy and the greatest evil that the creation commits is the killing of a young girl. But that killing is because the creation doesn't have a way to understand what he's doing. He's not trying to kill the young girl. He is like any child, he's making friends with another child and throws flowers into the ground, into the lake. And when he runs out of flowers, he throws the girl in and she dies. She drowns. When Universal first released that movie, they thought that was too violent to show. And so they just cut away from Karloff picking the girl up, and the next thing you see is the father carrying the drowned girl into the town, which actually the implication is much worse and made the monster seem that he had killed this girl to be cruel and to be evil, but that's not what happened. He was a small child who, trying to have fun, makes a mistake. The villagers decide to catch whoever killed this young girl named Maria and to kill him. And so they start to chase through the woods with torches and dogs, and led, at least part of the group, by Dr. Frankenstein, who has decided the best way that he can get rid of his guilt is by leading a group of people and killing his creation. So that's what they do. He gets separated from those villagers and encounters the creation. They fight. He's knocked unconscious, and the monster takes him and is trying to run away from the villagers. They end up at a windmill, and the villagers set the windmill on fire. Karloff throws Frankenstein off the top of the windmill, and then the windmill burns and the creature is destroyed. If you haven't seen Frankenstein, you need to see it. It is quite possibly the best horror film ever made. It deals with a lot of problems that are caused by men, and specifically caused by fathers who step away from their responsibility to their children. Anyway, I have to give this movie like the highest ratings, and I really recommend that if you haven't seen it, watch it. If you have seen it but it's been a while, watch it again. It's definitely a film that's well worth owning. You can get it digitally or DVD or 4K. Like many of the Universal films in the first wave, it's definitely worth having. So I would say add it to your collection if you need to. Anyway, whatever you do, make sure you don't miss it. Check it out. Anyway, I guess that's all I have to say. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. And I hope you have a good day. Thank you. Thank you for watching. You'll find links to products associated with the movie that we reviewed below. There's also a link to like, and subscribe. If you enjoy what I'm doing, consider buying me a coffee through the Buy Me a Coffee app online.